guys, I'm done with my little break, and we're in for some biscuits action. And we're going to see biscuits versus red flag. So we kind of spoke about the set that had actually been played. And we're just going to get to see the action. So let's just crack into it. So biscuits, home map, hyper random, and here we fucking go. Look at this map gen. What the shit? Like, this is crazy. Look at this little snaky thing. Biscuits gets the nomad start. It's got a horse, gets a TC down, and red flag a bit slow with the TC here. Is looking for a woodline. Can't find a woodline, and he's going to go back here, and that's a shame. Oh, man. Was like so close to finding this. But is that unbuildable terrain? Maybe. No, it's not. It can't be. So, Space Fruit just getting that TC. And this is an epic TC spot. Berries. Gold, wood. Now, this is hyper random as well. Berries. That's so much food. Whoa. And gold. Whoa. Man. Sorry. 4k gold and 3k berries. 800 food. Oh. And deer. 50 deer. Oh. Man, you don't touch the deer. And this wood is 100 wood, so that's fine. The stragglers. Ooh, there's a bit of wood there. Okay. And what do we got here? Bit of stone. Oh man, these are weak, man. There's that's a good strong gold pile there. Wood's pretty consistent. The goats are pretty good. Pretty good goats. And what's the hunt look like? Yeah, chonky boy. Nice chonker. What a bizarre map though. Like, hyper random has like, it's pulled one out. The deer are quite thin all across the board. Gazelle, not great. Can't really eat them. Okay, so... Whoop, don't lose a Vil. Yep, very good. Very good. Okay. Let me quickly check what we have got in terms of bans. So, the game one, Mighty Space Fruit, aka Biscuits, has banned Lithuanians, and Redflag, aka Red Flag, has banned the Chinese. Game two, I'm just going to say it now because I will forget otherwise, is Hindustanis banned by the Space Biscuit, and Mongols banned by Redflag. So, Lumber Camp, I do like that. So Space Fruit, I think, has got the better base. It's just such an interesting map. I don't know what to think about. I have no idea. Chinese being banned. Yep, definitely. That it was probably inspired. Now, oh, look at this. Man's got tricks. APM for days. Ah, come on. Okay, does the house trick, but not the TC trick. Alright, and Space Fruit finds good scouting from Space Fruit, and Space Fruit using the chonkiest of goats. Oh, that's a shame. They're all pretty chonky though, so it's okay. Yeah, but using the chonkiest. And Space Fruit should be about to confirm TC. That tells you there's a TC there. Yeah, I think you see a little bit of the icon. And then, what do we got going here? Gonna house and maybe mill. And Saracens versus Portuguese. So, man, getting on those berries as Portuguese, that's a lot of wood. That's a lot of wood. Whoop. Space Fruit taking no damage. And where is the... Okay, so actually, Red Flag getting a lot of scouting information as well. And, it's also about to run into the TC. But Space Fruit doesn't give anything up there. Okay, that's fine. Space Fruit steals a goat. Oh no, this is going to be a long distance lure. We're going to do the house trick again. This is a low HP Veal. It's taken too many hits. Oh, it's going to die. Yeah, this is better. Just take it here. Just take it here. Don't lose this Veal. Don't lose this Veal. Don't lose this Veal. Good work. Good work. And we got an ostrich. It's only got 50 food anyway. It's not really worth milling. Okay, so space fruit with some good. Both players like really good scouting. Quite helpful with that. Yeah, I actually think the house trick is what caused the issue there as well. Personally, I think you kind of allowed the boar to get close to you, but it was a good attempt. The first one was really good. The new one's like you just drop a single palisade and then they just have to walk around it. And we're going to talk about admin wins and admin losses based on what is drawn on the map. Okay. Man, it's kind of like a sickle with the blood of peasants shooting off the top. Or like maybe a big pimple or something similar that I'm not going to say on stream. Kind of looks like a diglet, actually. It's a diglet. That's it. It's diglet map. Diglet map confirmed. And Redflag is not going to need to go to wood again this game. They're going to get enough wood from the berries. Portuguese take wood in when they harvest their berries. Their fruit bush. So we're going to see that wood just climb. And there's a lot of berries there. So that's pretty cool. And Space Fruit also milling the 150 food of ostrich. And Space Fruit looking in for maybe a bit of a fast castle play. Quite a bit on food here. Saracen market. So admin loss for Saracens. Geez, that deer evaporated. Admin loss as Saracens if you don't market abuse. If you add villages instead of market, you lose. Admin loss as Portuguese if you don't, I don't know, go full caravels. Go full organs. And are we going to wall this off? Man, is this just going to become Black Forest? We've scouted. Do we just... This is Black Forest now, right? We're just going to wall this off and boom. Wall and boom. It's definitely a diglet. The map's a diglet. Confirmed. Yeah. Just going to wall off. Okay, that's fine. I ain't opposed to that. Man, we've just dropped 200 wood to take 300 food. Farming would have been so much better than this. But looks like Space Fruit with the barracks is going to want to put some pressure on. I mean, like, as Grey, you could probably build like an archery range here and it wouldn't be seen on the minimap. Stable market. Oh, stable built first. Admin lost biscuits. Sorry. But the walls are up. Now, Saracens. We don't know about the walls, but Saracens, I much prefer going archers. But I think this is going to be a quasi fast castle anyway, looking at the resources once the market's up. Market blacksmith for the Portuguese player. And Portuguese player on stone, so possibly castle drop incoming. Man, you could actually cause some havoc on this map. Like if this field kind of snuck over, I guess there's nothing here but space, but you could like wall back here and build a mini base yourself. Now there's like, I should probably just use this. There's only 23k gold on the map, so let's look at Space Fruit's map. Go 10k gold. 10k gold, and do they see it? What have I done? Oh, oh man. Capture age sometimes. I don't know how to use it. And we don't see all the gold. Okay, so that could be a little bit of a problem for Space Fruit. But they are Saracens, so gold not super necessary. So that should mean there's roughly 13k gold here. 11k gold. Oh yeah, 11.5k each becomes 23k. Cool, that's fine. So 11.5k each. So there's equal gold. Hyper Random does a good job of getting gold equal. I quite like it. And we actually see all our gold. Now this gold being forward gold gives Space Fruit a bit of an opportunity if they push. Space Fruit hasn't determined walls yet. Knows it's a fast castle. It's a fast castle from both players. Space Fruit's just been doing really well keeping that TC pumping. Look at that. 6 seconds out of TC time. 2 vills ahead. In Castle Age first. Upgrades on their knights. Saracen Knights. Nothing wrong with a bit of Saracen Knights. But just can't become anything more than a Saracen Knight. Oh, and there's a cheeky little one tile here. That's kind of handy. And then there's a cheeky one tile here. Okay. Capture has already found it. So, TC for the Space Biscuit. And you've confirmed stone. Okay, cool. Yeah. And they're about to hit Castle Age, and there will be a castle drop. Now, will it be at home, or will it be... Yeah, and you sent the scout forward, or the knight forward, and you don't know that this is walled yet. So where's this castle going to be? Well, it's going to be a barracks first and foremost. I know what you meant, Biscuits. All good. And second TC's up. Now, Biscuit's been a bit slow. Sorry, Redflag been a little bit slow to this castle. Knights are here. We've dropped a barracks. What are we going to go? Redflag just figuring out the plan. And the Space Fruit is in, and the castle's just on the gold. Okay. Monastery. Portuguese get the discount on gold units. Is it 20% discount on gold units? So they get nice cheap monkers. And Space Fruit with a good bit of micro here. Gonna pick a bill. Okay, now go back and find that one. Yep, very good. Finds the castle going up. Takes 2 vills. So in a commanding economic position here, our Saracen player. And I kind of like Saracens as this matchup goes longer. I think they're Onager, Siege on but hang on! What did I miss? Redflag, I take it back. I need a... Wayne, hang on. Hold your horses. When did this Vil sneak in? Did Salmon just call this like minutes ago and I missed it? Okay. So it's this Vil, right? So let's just go kind of 2 times speed. Okay. Oh! Salmon, you called it. No AL yet, no. Only Biscuits for building their But Biscuits also with the outpost. So Biscuits predicting some sort of shenanigans. So it is going to be Organs and Monks at home and Knights on the sneak field. And Monastery already in place though, so where's the monk? There's monks in here. Let's just drop a monk. Oh, you got 2 monks. That's 2 knights. One. You get the second one. Yeah. Excellent. And the delay. Very good. Okay, good defense by Biscuits. And Biscuits at doing the pressure home, and Redemption coming in for the Space Fruity Biscuit. Man, people with names, they confuse me. And the knight's been active. And the organ's going forward. But redemption's already in, so this is kind of cool. I can just call you biscuits, but I also want to call you Muddy Space Fruit. So I think this needs to be scouts. And I wouldn't mind a siege workshop still, knowing that organs are in play. I'm assuming we've seen the organs as Redflag pushes back the scouties. And Redflag could just go pick up a relic. Now there's just one relic each, and Biscuits must think this is open. Doesn't know that it's here. And here come the organs. How many monks have we got? 2. Whoop, the double delete. Okay. I've just ruined it for myself by clicking on the monastery. But my wish for this game is this just to become a monk war. And I see atonement in queue, so I'm kind of excited. I want Biscuits with their 600 food, gold, what is it, wood, to drop 3 more monasteries and just Saracen their way to gold. And the Portuguese to use their gold discounts to make lots of monks, and I just want a degenerate monk war. And if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be very upset. No. And yeah, Space Brute just confirming the diglet shape of the map, which is fine. So close to seeing it. And oh, the Sneakville. She's just hyper sneakable. Alright. But this is where the action is. Organs in play. Atonement in queue. So we've got 3 monks. It's not actually quite enough. But adding a stable, which is a bit of a rip. I'd really like to see a... Oh, yep, that's going to be good. And snipe the monk at the same time. Oh, this could be huge. Nah, never mind. Gotta get an organ. Gotta get an organ. Oh, that was charged. That was charged on the knight, and now get the monks out. We lost a monk, but get a 3rd organ. And the monk. Actually, the knight could be pretty handy. I do like Biscuits adding in their light cav, but we need to get Sanctity. We need another monastery, and we need Sanctity, and we've now found this gold patch at least. We do have another one just here. And forward siege from Redflag. So Redflag showing a bit of a... They've got a few different strats up their sleeve. So this is a 1TC push. It's going to be a siege push. But we also know that Redemption's already in play. Man, we need Sanctity and we need more monks. Getting the TC. Excellent. And we need a siege workshop as well, I think. No, more monks. Oh, more monks. Yeah, now it's a matter of being patient, right? Monks will heal themselves up. It's just a matter of being patient. 5, yeah, we don't have anywhere near. We could drop 2 more monasteries here. We found more gold. We're Saracens. Gold doesn't matter. All right. 6 monks in queue. Almost enough. And a redemption in for the Portuguese player. So we're looking to convert our converted units back now. This mango could be an issue. Just really want to see Sanctity. Saracens get it. I'm sure they get it. Saracens have Pog monks here. Sanctity would be epic. Here we go. Oh, this could be huge. Get it, get it, get it. Oh. I think that's where you need like 2 monks converting at the same time. You gotta go 2 at once. 2 at once, 2 at once, otherwise they just react. Oh, this could be good. The reaction's slow. No. Got it. Oh, yeah. Pogmang and L convert. Another one? No. But we needed this of our own. Yeah. That was good. So now this gets pushed back. There is redemption in for the Portuguese monk, but it's just 1 hit to the head with these rocks, and it's kind of done for. Okay. There's a siege workshop. There's monks. Come on, degenerate monk war. And Biscuit's adding TCs, actually on 3 TCs. Up to 71 pop, whereas this is an all-in push from Redflag. Very different to what we've seen from them in the previous games. Diving the TC, not great. And holding this position. Now we're Saracens as well, so the market's just amazing. And it's just about patience and upgrades with monks. Redflag can't dive too deep. Now, big hit here. Yeah. Now, there's enough organs in play. Just one big hit. Gets the monk. Great work. Sniping the monk. Now, repair. Repair, repair, repair. Great work, Biscuits. Amazing work, Biscuits. I love what you're doing. 2 mangoes on their way. Alright. Where to Sanctity? Where to Sanctity? Not in queue. Shit. Big hit. Big shot. Yeah, go for the conversion rather than the, Nah, now we need to just kill it with our mango. Oh, we get it? This could be huge. Oh, is that a delete? And 3 mangoes in defense. Yeah, okay. And the defensive castle coming in play. And this is actually pretty good because we're going to force the army to choose what to do. But, yeah, now we can follow them in. We've got to delete and follow in. Delete, or is it open already? It's open already, so it doesn't matter. And big hits. Whoop, pathing. We're stuck. Yeah, getting the villagers out, but we're forcing the army to group up, and big hits. We have given them the heal, which is a bit unfortunate. Monks need to be coming in. Yep, very good. Hit the monk up. Yep, dead. Now, here we go. Oh, organs, man. Organs. But the organs get all the siege, but there's not many organs left. Now, conversions. Oh, they're just going to die on the TC. And the GG's call. Oh, man. Maybe Space Fruit from now on is going to be playing the game. He's going to be in a monk war. He's just going to hear me going, Sanctity! Sanctity! You got to get Sanctity! But GG. I love monks. That was great. Yeah. It didn't get degenerate enough. I agree. I really agree. The degenerate nature of monks wasn't reached, but points for trying. Points for trying. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. So that is game 1. Catch rage. I thought this all stayed. Division H. AOE, please. That's 11. Okay. So let's go to game 2 between these players, which will be on the Redflag home map enclosed. So if I remember correctly, the bands are Hindustanis by the Space Fruit and Mongols by Red Flag. And we are on enclosed. We've got the close generation rather than the exact opposite generation. And we have Sicilians versus Burmese. So early signs that the players are cooking. Is this going to be a you pudding Sicilian play? And is this going to be like Fast Castle Monk? So Red Flag's already done a trash rush on this map. And now it goes in with a different civ. And I like this when we see players coming in with different strategies and different plays. I quite like it. I still think Feudal's really important here. And are we going to see Donjon action? Are we going to see some Sergeants in play for the Space Fruit? This could be quite an interesting game. So, Burmese, another good wood civ. Gotta find a better way of saying that. Another good wood income civ. They get the lumber camp upgrades for free, is what I'm trying to say. And we already saw Red Flag pick Celts, who have the faster wood choppers. The beavers. Biscuit saying was expecting FC Arambai from the beginning. Okay. I mean, is this just like a, phosphor kind of clown convention that we're going to. If so, where was my invite? I guess I get to cast it, so that's fine. Could have had a third little TC here with me doing my own shit. But anyway. Pushing deer. That house is going to be annoying for the deer push, but YOLO. And Space Fruit. Also going to have a bit of annoying house position for the deer push, but also doesn't want to finish their walls. So going to be interesting to see how this map plays out. Now, Garrison. Garrison. Now has Red Flag? No, they haven't seen. Oh, that's a shame. Missing them by 2 tiles. And Biscuits has found all their buffaloes. Oh, I would love. I think as Burmese, you got to worry about getting into a monk war with Sicilians because First Crusade can really fuck you, or really be a problem in that regard. Getting that extra conversion, but that does require castle investment. I thought we were going to one-shot that war for a second. That was scary. Yeah. If this gets into a full monk war, I'll be a happy man. And we all know what the best counter to monks is, don't we, Sam? Right? Skirms. So a full monk war should become a full skirm war, and then we've reached peak AOE. Let's see, birds just chilling, just flying around here. What's here? Is there something interesting? Monks are the best counter to the monks, but skirms are the cost-effective counter to monks. And Biscuits has realized that that palisade was not completed and decided, you know what? I want my 3 wood back. I'm not even going to bother completing it. But at least we know it's open. Biscuits will have some. Oh, no. Are we pushing deer through this 1 tile gap? That's crazy. APM machines. Let's see. Biscuits with, again, just a really clean Dark Age. I really like how Biscuits has got a good sense of their early macro. And Red Arc with a little bit of idle TC type. So I think maybe when pushing deer, things got a little bit out of control. And Loom is in. We're not going to have the reds to go up, though. Are we? Has he mapped this out? Is this... Like, I can't... There's not enough. There's just not enough. We need another Vil. Yeah. And Space Fruit. Space Fruit going up slower. Space Fruit on berries. Interesting. And Space Fruit replaces the palisade to finish it. So gold important for Space Fruit here. And we're out on the berries for Red Flag. I would like to see maybe... Well, the golds are not in a bad spot. Interesting. Red Flag is housed. Oh, disaster. Oh, did I think that clicked up? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's a bit of a disaster. Good little walling to make the scout run around. And the scout just... Man, TCs need ballistics, hey. Just give him ballistics and Dark Age. That's all I ask. Oh, man. And then the house was finished and Feudal Age was queued in behind, but that was a minute 30 of idle time. Not quite a full minute 30, but that's going to add up as we're now 3 Vils behind and we're going to be behind Feudal Age. And I think Space Fruit is on a bit of a fast castle here. And I don't think Red Flag was planning a fast castle, but I think when you see the uptime, Biscuits is going to be like, oh damn, fast castle. But we'll see what happens. Forward Vil. Barracks at home, forward Vil. So this is going to be Burmese trash. So timing wise, we're going to be there early enough. I think we might just be too slow. I think by the time the range is up and the skirms are out, we're going to have the gold we need. And buildings coming down. And honestly, dungeon. Just protect it. On this map, you just... if you're suspecting any type of pressure, just protect it. And the Vil is coming forward hyper aggressively, but the 200 gold is in. Food is... oh man, we're 3 food short, and there we go. Boom. We dropped it here. We're up. Biscuits, there's only one important upgrade you can miss at this point in time on a fast castle. And that's your 25 HP Vil. Rip. Oh man, Skirms are going to do a lot more than tickle. Oh no, disaster. 2 unloomed Vils. Fiddle Scout's going to deal with it quite easy. Oh, don't lose the dungeon. Oof. Okay, so you thought about the dungeon, and now here we come with the lame. Look, that's... it's horrible, but it's not like unrecoverable. But we have lost gold. And what's our scouting like? We don't know where any other gold is. So I think you kind of need to try and get, like, force a dungeon down somewhere. And you can't... oh man, this feels in trouble. Yeah. That feels in trouble. But this scout should be able to just trade quite nicely against the skirms. And the spears are on their way. But as Salmon has pointed out in the previous game, they're coming from home. So we should actually clean this up. And then I think we rush a dungeon down. Yeah. Perfect. The Vil getting in on the action. We're sending enough Vils though, so that's fine. And just run it away. And Loom is in instantly. Very good. And look, it's a shame we're not on Sergeants already. And we're going to have to punch down these walls. But this is going to go up. And Loom comes in at a really good time here. Space Fruit does lose their scout to Redflag. Okay, and Sergeants. And getting armor. It's nice. Okay, so Sicilians in Castle Age, Burmese in Feudal Age, and Burmese putting all the pressure down. So Space Fruit has got away with their fast castle here, and is going a bit of an eco sergeant play, because we are seeing the kind of Burmese aggressive pressure, but we are adding in archers. The classic 3 on food. Yep. It's a bit 3 too many if you ask me. But the TC is probably just going to get idled now. No, we're still running the TC. We've only made the 1 sergeant. You got to put the sergeant to work on the palisades. So red flag's actually, the eco's looking really nice. So this should be a Castle Age click up fairly shortly. And it'll be interesting to see how the game plays out from here. As we do get the sergeant working away on the palisades. As we rush a market down. Is that our second building? No, we got the blacksmith. We just haven't got any blacksmith upgrades yet. But red flag just needs a force drop. There's 200 food. Well, hang on. Get rid of that. There's enough food to go up anyway. Yeah. Don't need the market. Maybe just preemptively getting it. Sending the army back. Making archers. So Biscuits has lost the window because of the shenanigans at foot. Going into a range of their own. So is it going to be Skirm Sergeant? We're just going to play a bit of eco. The Sicilian farms. Get a bit of food. As long as we get the upgrade, which we haven't. But once we get there, they'll get a bit more food. And we're going to see the forward pressure. Now, what are we going to do as Burmese? It's got to be Monkers, right? Surely. 2 range. Now, Burmese don't get the second armor. The crossbow, they don't even get fully upgraded crossbowmen. So they're not the greatest civ to stick to skirms or archers on. So I think adding skirms as a Sicilian player is quite nice. And you do take less bonus damage as well. So you can get better upgrades and you can actually like win the skirm war just with better units. But we do see Castle Age in for Redflag. And getting the only armor upgrade that archers will ever receive. Sergeant just been tickled. And pulls back the units. And the spears are not going to be long for this world if they continue their path, but they do walk away. And the archers diving the dungeon, which is, yeah, attacking a palisade. Now we finally hit the archers. We're going to lose both of them. And it's Bodkin and Elite Skirmisher in play. And it's going to be crossbow in behind some archers and a siege workshop from the Burmese player. So I don't mind the siege workshop. I think that is the right decision. But I do think we need some monkers. And Bodkin on its way as well. So Redflag actually in maybe the slightly better economic position now. More resources collected, more vills. Getting the wood upgrades for free and has got horse collar. So that is really important. And supplies! Here we go! And men-at-arms in behind. And it's going to be barracks. Okay. So it's going to be barrack units. We don't want to lose the crossbows before... Yep, cool. Crossbow comes in. And the numbers are quite good. This game's kind of even at the moment. I think Redflag's got a little bit of an advantage because they've got army and they've got pushing. They just haven't really got a lot of damage apart from that early scout pick and this decaying corpse right here. Can't get any closer to it. Oh, my friend's he's just walking over his friend's body. Just gold digging on top of it. And the crossbow number's good. And like Bodkin is the most important upgrade. Not getting the armor's not huge. It's going to become more important now that this mass is up. But without armor, we've got the first armor, so that should be fine. But the Scorp's going to do some work here. And the Scorp allows this just to be pushed back. Now, is Biscuits going to be... Ooh, there's a castle here for Biscuits. Alright. Oh, it's happening. Okay. Okay. These villas are going to go all the way around here and drop a castle like here. Hopefully. 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 We're like fighting here on the front. We get the Scorpion and we're going to clean the crossbow. And Biscuits is... Don't build a TC! Build a YOLO castle! Ah, boo. Fine. Build a TC. Oh, I was so excited for a minute then. Okay, it'll be a TC. Crossbow getting pushed back. And we're about to kill the Ford Bill, which is actually really important. Just go chaos, Biscuits, monks, and chaos. Nah, boom, you do you. That's fine. Don't do it to please me. I create the entertainment. You give me the canvas, and it's my job to not let my ADHD take control. And solo archer with Bodkin could be dangerous. Yes, no, that's actually quite an important TC. I do like it. Do you know what else would have been important? Dropping a castle. Well, you can't really drop it here, but punching that house down and dropping a castle there. Or better yet, you drop one like here, and then drop another one here, which is Sicilians, and you can do that. And you're on more stone, so at least that's possible. So I'll forgive you for that. And gonna go tickle some villagers with our skirmishers. Tickly boo. And it is going to be the slow transition to long swords, I believe. We've got a couple of men-at-arms in at play. Did we build a forward barracks? We did. But this is just going to die to the skirms, yeah. We do need that longsword upgrade. We're getting a second armor, but we do need that longsword upgrade. That is really important. And hey! The tickling's working. Chestnut, how you going? Armor's going to be in, but I don't think this man-at-arm's going to live to see the armor. Pulls it back, very good. Oh, tickled to death. Tickling's dangerous, people. Tickling is dangerous. Okay, and longsword's finally in, and that'll be a huge upgrade, and we'll see that on... Well, now that armor's in, it's actually helping, but we're still getting tickled to death. That one archer just doing all the work, but it's a bit harder to tickle to death, but good micro here from Biscuits. So we see they're dead. And here we go. Gambeson's also in, but the HP is just a lot more on these guys now. And that 3 PS armor, and Gambeson's coming in. But here it is! Here it is. Oh, Biscuits, you redeemed yourself. Dragging the army out of position. And where are we going to drop this YOLO castle? What's our vision like? Okay. Biscuits, if you drop a TC here... Oh my god. If you drop a TC here... We're going to be having words. Unless you're doing like the 5 TC push. And longswords are coming in. I think, did I miss something here? Man, if you douche, actually, I'm down for it. Just do 5 TCs and then finally drop the castle. And then get, you've got all the TCs on there, like surrounding their base. So when you do First Crusade, it's fine. Oh, drops it on the TC. Oh, we can't do it. Okay, drops it here. And this TC is, this castle is going to go up like instantaneously because we're Sicilians. And it's actually pretty good. It's going to deny gold. It's going to deny a couple of stones. There's a little bit of gold out here. And the tickle monster's doing pretty good. And, oh, hello. What's this? A few long swords under my TC, if you don't mind. Taking a bit too much damage to the TC, I think, though. And, oh, does it get the farm? No. And they're going to go down. And Siege Workshop Forward Castle. Here comes the space fruit. Now, oh, that's a shame. If you knew there was stone out there, you could just, like... You didn't even know there's stone there. That's a shame. These guys are working hard. They'll have another castle shortly. This TC is not long for the world. And we're standing in our buildings. Always love it when my villagers do that. And then you go, surely my Siege Workshop's ready. Let me make a ram or whatever I'm going to make. And the villager's just like, hello. Oh, how did I do that? I must have accidentally just hit a hotkey then. I was using my hotkeys for doing things. Okay, I don't know how to do it. And oh, you're doing it! Go Biscuits! Fucking get on it! All right, now just keep douching. Just keep the douching going. When this one goes, drop another one. Drop one here. First Crusade, and another castle. Punch that down, castle. And Ram's out. And Biscuits did think of it. And this is a lot of pressure to feel. Like, Sicilians on your face, got a castle, they got rams. Mate, you don't need farms. There's some here. Tragic farming EK says on 13 farms. You're fine. Cleaning this up slowly. Mangonel being made. Oh, no. Please tell me this. Oh, no. Queued the mangonels before this Siege Workshop was made. Oh, that feels bad, man. Feels bad. But we do have 17 longswords, so that's pretty good. And are we going to try and drop a castle? Is that what we're aiming for? Space fruit. Castling at home. That's fine. That's going to kill that tower. Probably just drop a TC here now as well. Space fruit with the wood float. We're the First Crusades. We need 2 more TCs and then we can go First Crusade. So there's a castle coming up here. We've got Redemption. We've got Light Cav coming in. Oh no, we're killing farms we could be chowing down on. This TC is under some pressure, but Burmese with half price monk tech. So do we see Sanctity? That's the most important upgrade here. And potential big shot. And what are we gonna go? Oh no, that's just a dead Mangonel, I think. Hit the Monkas. Now, how do the Sergeants fare in this fight? Pretty good, I think. Monks are pretty good for the Sergeants, I don't mind that. And getting the healing in, and numbers matter here. Numbers do matter. As the Longswords push back the Sergeants, and a couple of Sergeants themselves. Now, don't kill your own units. I mean, this is secure now, and how many kills has this castle got? 2, okay. And we're slowly killing this. And another TC. So we're soon going to be at First Crusade numbers, which is important. But we're going to need to keep making army here. We do have a lack of army on the front. And army matters. But we are in a pretty good boom position. 100 vils to... Whoop, not a bad attack round. And Imp is in for Redflag though. And Space Fruit is, admittedly, on their own words, struggling to get the farming eco going. We never got Horse Collar, which kind of hurts. We do have a huge wood float though, so it's not been super problematic. But Imp is going to be pretty big here. But again, you are on the front, so you can defend from this quite easily if you have to. Second armor for stable units. Biscuits, we don't even have a stable yet. Was that meant to be infantry? No, you've already got infantry. What are you cooking here, Biscuits? Yeah, it's felt like a chaotic game. And Red Flag does that. Red Flag drags you into the chaos with this opening. And that opening's not always about damage. It's about preserving your eco. A lot of people just will use pressure to get a superior macro position. I like that you're getting the blacksmith text, but I don't know what we're getting armor for. But this imp timing is going to be really good, and Red Flag showing good knowledge of the game in their set so far. Put a lot of pressure on here and has responded well to quite a bit of pressure, and castling to protect out this side. So Red Flag actually getting in a really secure position here. Just a little bit behind on the boom though, so Biscuits, with a bit of market manipulation, will be able to click up and might be able to hold this position for a little while. We'll need some stone. And Imp is in for Biscuits, so it's going to be curious. We should have 2 trebs in production. Don't have enough gold. Second treb would be nice. Yeah, so somebody's played Burmese properly and it's been confusing. Oh man, tell me you're mid-elo without telling me you're mid-elo. And First Crusade. And we've got 4 TCs. Oh, we've lost that TC, rip. And their Rambai are actually going to do pretty good work against the... Oh, maybe not too bad. Yeah, they should... This number of a Rambai should be a problem, but we're about to have 15 more Sergeants in. And the stable transition does get denied. And let's have a look here. Just being patient with that, Trebs. Are we actually just going to ignore this and push on this side? Come on, drop it off. But with the right micro, the Rambai should really not run into too many issues here. And here are the boys. The First Crusade is in. But Okay, they're pretty chunky. And what's happening out here? Have we got a treb out yet? No, we are being trebbed down though. There's just a lot going on. Game's been played. This is what enclose can do. The game's been actually like squeezed into two locations. And Redflag's doing a really good job of pushing back space after having space taken away from them. And now they can start that expansion in both directions. But army numbers are pretty good here, and there's a nice queue for the space fruit. So if we've got enough production and enough pop space, which is going to be a bit of an issue, we can get our units up, and the sergeants are doing their job as we just completely... Oh, hang on! Did you see this happen in-game? Biscuits? Bet you didn't see this happen. Ready? Tap, tap, tap. See you later, castle. That's pretty good. You take that. You take that and... Oh. Tell you who did see that. Red flag. There ain't no castle there anymore. And pikeman coming in, actually quite a smart upgrade for the Burmese player. And using the mobility well here, but still losing a few around by. And giving the longswords time to get in though. But there's still a couple of sergeants in here, so I don't know if I want to open it up just yet. Yeah. This should be an interesting fight. I think the Sicilian player is going to clean up the longswords, but they're going to be left with not a lot. And Biscuits is kind of holding on this side as well. The stables, now we're producing from 2 stables, 3 stables. I think I just want to see a garrison point here and preserving army. That's fine, I don't mind that. We just need to get our army mass up. All these villages are safe. That's kind of nice. And the sergeants are still alive, so that was really good. This ram just hitting houses could be super annoying. It's just something you have to deal with when you've got a lot that you don't know how to deal with. And the push is going to go to this side now. We are seeing the Rambai are going to go back, and I think we need to see a Sicilian castle. Yep, we're producing trebs. If we can get one in this kind of position here and then get onto stone, now that could be quite nice. Starting to get up to about 30 farmers. We want to see the players get to about 50, 60 farms if we can. Red flag on the 30 farms, and did they buy that? They just mined all the stone, have they? Just mined all the stone. They sold stone and then bought stone. And the ram just dies. And Red flag just taking their time, and the Halberdier transition is in, which is really big. They've got the armor in, they've got attack, and the Halberdier do a little bit more damage. I think Space Fruit, I mean, look, Sicilian Cav take less damage. We can get Horberg, and if we can get, and here it is, and get the Cavalier upgrade. I think that's the next most important thing, is let's get Cavalier. But we do have 3 traps. We just want a defensive structure to push from is always my big thing. If we could get the trebs firing as we have an army mass, force a good engagement, take a castle, I think Biscuits can do it. Biscuits has still been, you know, just causing enough trouble around the place. But Red Flag is getting that eco into a nice position. See, man, that's a boom. 140 vils for the Sicilian player. And walling in the Squire's barracks. And, yep, very good. Okay, this is a big engagement now. This is a huge engagement, and we don't have Cavalier. We're taking it too early. Oh, we're taking it just too early, but we do have Horberg, so we're actually doing a number on the... Oh, just not a good engagement. We've just thrown our army. Just needed a little bit more patience there, but really good from Red Flag to be in that position. Now, Red Flag, do they lose the castle? No, it stays up. Really good defense, really good transition from Red Flag. Read the game really well there. Now it's their moment to push. Cavalier is in now, and I would have really liked to see that patience from Biscuits just to get there. But that's okay. It's hard in these games. It's hard under that pressure. And oh no, we're going to have a farm heist. We're going to have a farm heist. Delete your farms! Not that red flag needs the wood, but I guess you just don't have to place the farms yourself. Oh no, disaster. Just build the mill and they'll take it automatically. Just build the mill. Okay, now what's happening here? Rambai raids, man. Yeah, red flag takes the score lead, has flipped this game. It's 60 army versus 30. Man, there must have been some huge raids. This wood line got decimated. Yeah, I missed that. So I've got to do that for red flag. Oh, at the same time this engagement happens, red flags and Rambai can clean this entire wood line. Oh, man. Yeah. Like, this is just winning on both sides, actually, at the same time. And having just, yeah. I think this must have been a patrol. Then goes for a farm heist. Yeah, red flag playing this map really, really well here. And raiding... Oh, no. I jumped forward in time, but... Space Freak going to go around the outside. Eminem style, around the outside. Sergeant's not too bad for the spears. They should be winning these battles pretty comprehensively. So, Elite and Rambai coming into play. Just getting out of dodge. Getting good value from the light cav, pushing this back. There's still a bit of game to be played here. There's still, like, so much res for Space Fruit. Still above 100 vils. There's still opportunity. This barracks continuing to make Halberdiers quite funny. And Horse Collar finally in. Oh man. Is this like a facepalm moment when it happened? And running the Cavalier to the castle. But we're going to lose a hefty number of Rambai moments. A Rambai there. What am I hearing? There's attacking going on somewhere. It stopped. Rip. And siege workshops. More stables. We've still got res for days. We're building up the castles. Sorry, the trebs. This castle is repaired. And red flag been very patient with this push. Just holding this position nicely. Oh, they're punching the mill down. Man, these grey fields, I just can't see them. I can just hear something going on. There it is. And a university. And elite sergeant. It's going to be elite sergeant light cav versus a Rambai pipe. And we're building up for these final engagements. Red flag needs to drop some houses, but they are pop capped. And Space Fruit's not too far behind, really. Both players similar economic positions. You see Space Fruit with a little bit more resources collected. At the moment, that's just kind of wood. And we're dropping another TC on gold, which is quite nice. But I do think red flag just in the power position, just the army numbers, really important. Chemistry coming in, really important. But this should be a defensible position. As red flag just slowly taking back this area. So, hasn't seen this gold, which can be quite painful. Biscuit's doing a good job of getting scouting around the map. And lucky that there's nothing hiding in corners, really. As we see the big engagement here. Now, the Rambai, yeah. Once the Halberdier engaged, the Rambai could get out of there. The sergeants are doing work, eh? The sergeants are doing work. You need to try and get them on the trebs. Now, red flag does not trickle treb. There's 6 trebs here. And we are pulling our army back. Now, these are unprotected traps. The Rambai focused on the sergeants. And pulling back to the trebs. Smart. Getting masonry. Had a TC denied by this light cav. Getting some good raids in here, Biscuits. Sending the vills out. Around by are very interesting. I think, like, skirms. I always wonder with around by. They seem so shit when I play with them. So good when anyone else does. Because they're technically melee damage, but they're a cav archer. So maybe it's actually archers? Sicilians get underrated Arbalester. They get full upgrades, you just miss the final armor. So it's pretty good. Around by are crazy, particularly elite around by. Yeah, they're good against big clumps. I think maybe just siege, really. Oniga. Scorpion, I don't mind. Dropping a castle at home because we're treading back. Hey, this is good awareness from both players. And this TC has been quite costly. Been a very costly TC. So, space, I mean, both players like PopCap in the 190s. This game's got a lot to play out. Dungeon wall. Just need to get back onto the castle. But still, like, both players raiding, there's flashes all over the map. This has been quite an entertaining game, like, quite a highly, like, both players played really well. So, I don't really know where it's going. The score's quite close still. Redflag got that little advantage, but Redflag's push a stall. Not really. No, Redflag's pushing in on this side. And that castle will go down. But Jesus, Joseph and Mary, all 6 trebs are on that one tile. How? But like every time they get hit, my god. Get it? Yeah. Someone used the patrol trick. I don't know if it's the smartest idea in the world, but it's worked. And you think you've killed it, but it's still there. Attack! Are we just going to stream through the middle? Maybe. And Biscuits on skirms. There are luck have around, and finally we kill all the trebs. And we finally cleaned everything up, so this is now a safe base, and we're going to send our vills there, army there this time. And yeah, both players heaps in the queue. At PopCap, Biscuits just needs to add a couple more houses from what they've lost. Biscuits sending their treb forward a little bit unprotected. The skirms, yeah, this is just going to get cleaned up. Where is the Biscuits army? Just a little bit out of position. And Redflag is just holding their position quite nicely. Gold on the map is starting to become a bit of an issue for the players. It's still 16k, it's 4k there. It's 4k there. Quite a bit here for Biscuits. Biscuits needs to put more onto gold and less onto wood. And same for Redflag, really. But Redflag is starting to run out of gold. And that's why this TC is really important for them. And Hussar is in for our Burmese player. Now, this is the fight I want to see. Straight scam versus straight around by. Let's just have a 1v1, please. But they're taking quite a lot of damage. We don't have ballistics, which kind of hurts. Around by also kind of don't have ballistics. We've still got a converted sergeant from like ages ago. We've got halberdier, we've got chemistry. We just need ballistics. I think ballistics makes a big difference here for this skirm number. And oof. And the halberdier coming out here, so that should deal with this. And this is the problem with the Hussar, and Burmese get extra damage against, well, the Archer line. I don't know if the skirm's encountered there, but the Rambar running around. I'm a little bit sad we haven't seen any Elephantos, to be honest. And the Pikes will deal with this. But again, it's just a lot going on. Both players just constantly putting their opposition under pressure. There's raids, armies all over the place. But this is, the guts have been kind of taken here from Redflag. So, I mean, wood shouldn't really be a problem. Both players got so much wood and so much wood on the map. This is an enclosed games, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got another hour to go on it, most likely. But Redflag is starting to really take that pop lead now. Similar army numbers, but just having that 50 more vills means that their eco is just in a much better position. And Space Fruit is starting to work that bank down, but we're doing what we can. We're going to put the push down. More raids coming through. And this ball of a Rambai just going to be so hard. And murder holes. I mean, you got a Rambai right there. You don't need murder holes. Let's get it anyway. And raiding out here. And kind of all our ecos out chopping over here. Now, Redflag doing a really good job now, just starting to get it on top. Get the army advantage, get the eco advantage. They've got a really good queue. But, I mean, Space Fruit's not giving up. I'm going to give him that. Like, Space Fruit keeps finding raids, keeps finding ways to push in, keeps finding good engagements. Kind of won back their base. Skirm's OP. Man. Ballistics, please. And the Rambo raids are going to be pretty big. And Biscuits calls the GG. And Biscuits, not completely dead, but probably sees the writing on the wall a little bit. But that was an entertaining game from both players. Redflag showing quite a lot of late game prowess. And their ability to boom under the pressure, as well as they've shown a way to produce army and get things rolling. So well played to both players.